Good evening, traders. Zach here from the Trading Network. Hope you guys are doing well. It is Thursday, February 4th, and I've got another daily market profile recap for you. So let's dive into the profile here and start with the key levels for this morning. First and foremost, I was looking at the overnight high from the February 2nd into February 3rd session, which was 38.4350. Second level I was looking at was the prior range high at 38.40. You can see just below that right here. I'll draw another box around that level. You can see we also have that labeled on chart. Third level was 38.2850. That was the overnight point of control. If I zoom in a little bit here, you can see this pink level right here also labeled ONPOC. That was the third key level. Fourth key level, I was looking at actually the value area high from the January 28th session, which was 38.14. That was another downside level I was interested in right here. And the fifth key level I was looking at was the prior range low at 38.07, 38.0775 to be precise. Now, let's get into the summary of the trade plan. So, overnight inventory was balanced. We were looking to open within the previous range and value. So you can see that the settlement is right here. It's also coinciding with the January 28th range high, kind of covered up there as well. So settlement was 38.2350. Now, you can see here that this is the overnight profile, and that settlement is right between or right in the middle of the overnight profile. That means that the overnight inventory is balanced. Now, if you guys have been watching my videos, you guys will know that if the overnight inventory, for instance, is majority above settlement, that means that overnight inventory is long. If the majority of the overnight profile is below settlement, that means that overnight inventory is short. So today we had it balanced. Overnight inventory was balanced, and when overnight inventory is balanced, that means that there is a higher probability of ranging, also known as bracketing price action. That means that there is a higher likelihood of price just bouncing back and forth between previous levels from a recent profile. With that said, that also means that there has not been much of a change in sentiment, or market sentiment that is, from the higher time frame or larger players. Now, that is something that's very important, because if the higher time frame players, the other time frame players, as Jim Dalton would say, have not changed their sentiment, that means that there's likely going to be mostly shorter time frame players, scalpers, day time frame players, if you will, participating in the market until those larger players change conviction. So, based on that, I was looking at the prior value area high at 38.3325 as the line in the sand level. So you can see the prior value area high was right here, 38.3325, also coinciding with the prior initial balance high as well. That is the high of the opening 1 hour range for those of you who are not familiar. So my thought was, if price could move and hold that prior value area high, I was going to be looking to take long opportunity back up towards the range high from yesterday at 38.40 and the prior overnight high at 38.4350. If we could not hold above that 38.40 level, then I was going to be looking for a move down to yesterday's value area low at 38.1925 right down here. So just to reiterate a bit, upon open, I was looking to see if we could get acceptance above yesterday's value area high at that 38.3325 level. If we could hold that, then I was looking for moves up to 38.40, 38.43, and ultimately higher, as you guys will see in our targets. If we could not hold that level, I was going to be looking for a move or a rotation, if you will, back down to yesterday's value area low at that 38.19 area. So moving into the summary here, you can see that the 38.3325 level, which was yesterday's value area high, that was indeed my line in the sand this morning. And the first upside target was hit very quickly on open, that 38.3550 level. That was the most recent overnight high right here, you can see. And second upside target was yesterday's range high, 38.40, which we discussed previously. Third upside target, which also got hit in the initial balance, the opening 1 hour range, that was 38.4350. That was the overnight high from the February 2nd into February 3rd overnight session. So we got very close actually to hitting 4 out of 6 upside targets in the first hour, but we only got 3. We got very close, within 1 point to hitting that fourth one, but it is all good because we hit it shortly after. So moving the profile a little bit here, you can see that the fourth upside target was 38.48. 38.48 was the point of control from the January 26th regular trading hour session. I will go ahead and draw a box around that as well. So this was number 4 on the upside. Number 5 on the upside was 53. So I liked 53 because not only was that the overnight high from that same January 26th into 27th overnight sesh, but it was also the value area high from the 26th regular trading hour session. It was the volume point of control from the previous 25th into 26th overnight session. It was 1 point above the regular trading hours high from the 25th session, and you can see here it was also the overnight high from the 24th into 25th overnight section, and 2 more session highs as well. So that 53 area was a major area of interest for me this morning, and you can see that it was not only a major area of interest for me, but it was a major area of interest for the entire session, as that was right around our point of control for today's session. So with that said, the final target after 53 got hit was 59.25, and you guys can see this 59.25 level right here. That was the overnight high from the January 25th into January 26th overnight session. So we had 6 out of 6 upside targets hit. We had an open test drive profile structure, very close to an open drive, which is the highest directional conviction profile open type. Today we had the second highest, which is the open test drive. All right, so just moving over to the regular chart with the profile to the right, just to wrap up here, you can see that we opened, we established the opening 1 minute range, we tested the lows, which we could not even get down to the prior point of control, couldn't get down to the overnight point of control, could not get down to VWAP, and could not get down to that Fibonacci pivot point there. So when you see price struggle to break the opening range low, if you have our proprietary indicator package especially, and we have been generally trending overnight, very similar theme to what I've been discussing in my recent videos. We picked up where the overnight left off. We didn't necessarily have a gap and go or anything like that, but we continued the overnight trend. Price struggled to push down below the opening range. We actually put in divergence here, so you can see I have divergence on my oscillators here, a little bit of div there as well. And that is significant confluence for me to put on a trade. So when you see something like that, when you see div put in at opening range low, also coinciding with some profile levels, moving averages, you know, opening range low is really just 2 points above the prior point of control. So when you see something like that, I mean, you can, you know, risk 2 or 3 points and target this level up here. I mean, that's already over a 1-to-1 risk to reward. So just wanted to plant that seed a little bit, give you guys some trade ideas or things to look for, patterns to look for on open especially. So moving back to the profile here, we will wrap up. Just to recap here, we had 6 out of 6 upside targets hit. We had 0 out of 5 downside targets hit, and that's what happens when we have a high directional conviction profile open. With that said, I want to thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this content. If you like what you see, feel free to like and subscribe down below. Also, check out the links in the description down below where you will find access to our free Facebook group where you can get these free trade plans every day, Monday through Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. You will also find the tradingnetwork.io in the description below, which is our website, where you can get more information on one-on-one mentorships with me. I offer 4-week programs, 10-week programs, and a few other varying lengths of mentorships. I also offer access to our private Discord channel where you can watch me and the Trading Network team trade live every day, Monday through Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern as well. You can also purchase access to the Trading Network proprietary indicator package, which you have seen in this video. And last but not least, you can get information on the Fundamentals of Futures Trading course, as well as the Fundamentals of Futures Trading course bundles, which include the TTN indicator package, as well as lifetime Discord access. Let me know if you guys have any questions. As always, thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this content, and I will see you in the next video.